Hello and welcome everyone to another week of Clash of Champions free. I am as always Nicholas, Mod Intention Taylor, together here with a fellow Kirby streamer. How are you doing, Viram?
I am doing very well, thank you very much, and of course excited to be back here once again for Clash of Champions. We have another very exciting week of competition in store.
Yeah, definitely. We got a lot of stuff coming up today. Before we get into that, first of all, since I keep forgetting to do this, I want to give a heartfelt thanks to Seiji for making that hype intro video. He really put in a lot of time in it, and I'm very grateful for it. So I hope all of you guys enjoy it as well. And of course, shout outs to all the subs out here in chat. I saw SwamBMU subbed. And then accidentally gifted a sub to Dragoi, which he wanted to take back. Mr. Pao subbing, Bonsai subbing, and Noir Delor also subbed. I think that those were all of them. I hope I didn't forget anyone. But yeah, thank you guys for supporting Godflash. Obviously, he streams now and again outside of this event. He does lobby night streams on Wednesdays and everything. And yeah, that's something that needs to be appreciated. As for myself and Viram, we are both hardcore Kirby streamers, which is why we have our favorite bosses from the Kirby series as our pictures today. And yeah, with that, we can start looking at the matches coming up today. I guess, first of all, I should apologize for any Mr. Powell fans, because he is on break week this week. He is still in the lead. 0 losses, the only undefeated player so far. We could probably jump into the standings and take a look real fast, actually. So yeah, Mr. Pao in first has a really good points advantage as well. Svampen not far behind, because, Fiti is second right now, but Svampen has less sets played than Fiti does, and still has a better score, which is a good sign for him. Dragoi, I believe, not completely, but highly unlikely to win at this point. He can still get in the top 3, which is where the money is at, but yeah, actual number 1 victory doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. I don't think it might not even be possible, actually. Yeah, and so that's about it. The players vying for actual victory at this point are Mr. Powell, Fitizen, and Svampen.
Yeah, very much so. It's and it's honestly I gotta shout out Mr. Powell. He's been playing absolutely incredible so far.
Yeah.
In this week's, well, in all of these Clash of Champions weeks so far, he's been playing, I would say, the best that he's probably ever played.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, without a doubt.
Obviously, he was able to overcome Fitizen in that big counter pick war in the third week. But then, even aside from that, a lot of his victories have been very dominant. He had a very dominant showing against Sonic San, whom I believe he lost to in the previous Clash of Champions.
Yes, he did.
And then, of course, he had the very dominant showing against Arefu as well. But speaking of Sonic San, he is ready on the cab, and he will be fighting off against a STridor.
Yes, STridor, who had an amazing week last week, where he actually beat Svampen. And, given the nature of this event, and given everyone, is a very seasoned player to get up to this level and be a part of this, I don't want to say it's an upset, but I have to. It really is. No matter, even though STridor is a very good player, of course, and he definitely showed that, he played better than he ever has last week. And I talked to him about it as well, and he definitely agreed. And so did Svampen. After, obviously he wasn't happy about losing, but he definitely gave props where they were due. STridor played out of his mind, and yeah, that gave him a win. Let's see if he keeps that momentum with him going into these next matches, in particular this one against Sonic San here. Because I believe Sonic San does not have a win to his name yet, so it will be interesting to see here if STridor can bring himself further up in the standings, or if Sonic San is gonna just, put a stop to him right here.
Yeah. Mind you, Sonic San has had some of his hardest opponents very early on. Yeah. So if there's an opportunity for him to potentially get some games, get some sets on the board. I would say it was probably from this week onwards. I'm honestly really looking forward to seeing how this set is going to go. Obviously, these two players are kind of known as probably the two most aggressive players in this Clash of Champions bracket.
Yeah, without a doubt.
So seeing those two forces collide is going to be very, very exciting, to say the least.
Yeah, for sure. I don't remember. They've definitely played against each other before, but I don't remember how it usually goes between them. But as far as placement goes, Sonic Sun definitely has a higher average in events than STridor does.
Yes.
It's also like, I wonder what the actual matchup will be, because STridor, he's been using Beelzebub basically the entire time during the Clash events, but he's been using other characters in, HAB and Sapphire Dance and such things. While Sonic San he went into this saying that he wanted to play Gran, he was going to play Gran, and he has played a lot of Gran, but he's also played a surprising amount of Belial, given how he was kind of, definitely not giving up on the character, but, he definitely wanted to play more Gran. So it'll be interesting to see what the matchup coming up here is, because even if STridor does stick to Bubs after all, is Sonic San going to go with Belial against that? Or is he going to go Gran? Because, Belial is an extremely good character for sure, but what I have heard from Belial players is that they often do not like the Bubs matchup specifically. So this could be a matchup where Sonic San maybe prefers Gran. I don't know.
Maybe. It also got to take into account the nature of the player matchup. I think simply because of the fact that Gran is a much more explosive character, and STridor, as strong as and unrelenting as his offense is, for the exception of that set against Svampen, he's not known for having the strongest defense. And so I think when you're playing an opportunistic character like Gran, who can just kill you off of a relatively stray hit, if he gets that EX boot near the corner, that's 60% of your life gone.
Yeah,
I think that there's a decent chance that we'll see the Gran Bubs matchup between these two.
Yeah, I think the odds are definitely leaning that way. And with STridor also joining the lobby, how about I just jump into the introductions?
Let's go.
So, just in case we have some new viewers here who are not aware of what's about to go down, I do introductions in Japanese for our players to build up the hype, and also since we do have some Japanese viewers. I will of course translate them right after, so don't worry, you don't need to be maximum weeb for this stream, it's fine. So let me get into it. 本能的な動きと凶暴な技でどんな相手でも打ちのめす。読めないバーサーカー、STridor. With instinctive movement and wild attacks, he crushes any opponent. The unreadable berserker, STridor. And on the other side, ずっと俺のターンとは彼の生きてる道、暴力の達人、Sonic San. It's always my turn is his way of life. The master of violence, Sonic San. And with that, Godflash, you can let our lads know it's time, and we can get into the first set. And of course, these are first 7 sets. There are no dues rules, so the maximum amount of matches is 13. Okay, yeah, we are seeing the Gran pick here against Beelzebub.
Always a bit of a nice feeling when you actually make the correct call in
Yeah.
terms of these early match predictions as a commentator.
Definitely. I've had to make a lot of wrong calls while hosting this event series. Due in no small part to the dark horse Dragoi, because he tends to throw out surprise picks a lot, at least in the previous Clash Champions events. Now he's been a lot more all in on Belial. But
Yep.
well, letting the intros rock, I love it. Main character versus main bad guy.
The singularity versus the chaos bringer. First set of the night, Sonic San versus STridor underway.
Wonderful way to start. Okay, a little bit too far away there, but definitely a good roll. Okay. Ooh, called him out. Interesting. Sonic Sound, trying to put up the pressure here. Ooh. Okay.
Saw that Sonic Sound was just trying to look for that EX dive. The moment he stopped looking, that's when it came out from STridor. Great hit on the 2M. That's going to be a big chunk of damage right there.
Yep. And we haven't seen any DPs from STridor yet, which is interesting because I feel like STridor is more prone to DPing than Sonic Sound. Like Sonic Sound, he won't do predictable DPs. He will do DPs once he's in your head, and he will do them a lot. But STridor, I feel, is a bit more predictable in his DPs, usually. Oh, there it comes. Okay. Got red hard by STridor, and STridor gonna push him into the corner. Oh, bam, okay.
Both these two just very violent on their wake up so far.
Yes. The best defense is a good offense. That's what they say.
Indeed. I blocks that.
Okay. No punish. Okay, charging. Ooh, got tagged. But he has a loaded shotgun. Oh, and a DP.
Ow. Very aggressive DP. No cancel on that, just to try to call Sonic Sound making any kind of movement.
Yep. I'll tag them.
Great, but...
Yeah, doing some really good zoning here with the Chaos Caliber. I think that's a very important part of the general game plan of Beelzebub once you're at mid-range.
Yes. Very, very difficult to whiff punish that move just because it doesn't have that lingering hurt box.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Sonic Sound got a great hit there, but he had already used the EX boot, so not able to convert into something big.
That is one of the faults of Gran. Similar to Djeeta, if he's used up his 214, he doesn't really have a good way to convert into super high damage with that SBA.
Yeah. I'm surprised. We've seen Sonic Sound jump several times here, and they've been empty jumps. But more importantly, STridor hasn't been anti-airing them. Which is something we saw him do very well against Svampen. Oh, rolling. Oh,
the classic sweep into SSBA.
Yeah. The classic. At least, you know, it's not, what was it, -3, I think it was before in season 1. So at least, you know, it's punishable now if he fucks up. But he did not fuck up. He landed that hit confirm beautifully, and Sonic Sound takes the first game.
On crouching, not a counter confirm, unfortunately, so not able to get much more throw introduced into the offense.
And interestingly, Sonic Sound is still looking for the DP from STridor. He hasn't been doing them wake up at all, but he's still respecting him on wake up because he's waiting for it to come. It'll be interesting to see who eventually comes out on top in that clash of wills on STridor's wake up. Oh, a bit too far away. Okay.
And I like that Sonic Sound is just taking the opportunity to charge the 5U. Oh, goes for the XDP. I'm surprised he didn't go for SBA right there.
I think he wanted to, but accidentally messed it up, honestly. Because I don't see why he wouldn't do it otherwise.
Very likely a misinput. Plus frames on the Karma. Good block in the overhead.
Getting out. That was a bit dangerous because Bubs could have anti-aired there. Like, his 2H is big enough for that. Not ready there. Okay, the Karma. And the super!
Oh, very nice. Real aggressive decision from STridor. One more hit now.
Oh, a little bit too far away.
Range for both.
Ooh! And to the DP! Still not dead.
Gotta watch out for the X dive. It's gonna be back on cooldown.
Yes, SBA! Oh man, yeah, he was very good. And obviously, STridor was thinking he doesn't have DP, he's not gonna be able to react here, but he was just waiting, and he wasn't buffering, I don't think. I didn't see him buffer the super at all, so he was just waiting and was perfectly ready to throw out the quarter circle in time.
At the moment, just very respectful of STridor's pressure, not wanting to overextend on anything. Just holds the plus frames. Oh, big overhead.
But unfortunately, you know, didn't get a counter it because of it not being a regular pro, but I mean, that's mental damage. Huge, huge mental damage. Oh, he reached! I can't believe that standing medium reached there. Some real main character privilege out here. Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Good old RPS.
Been hit by that one a bit too many times. Oh, tags him.
Sonic San taking the lead 2-0 so far.
Yeah, looking really good for Sonic San here. Like, I don't know. How should I put this? Like I said, I know several Belial players, at least here in EU, that consider they haven't necessarily said that Pose is a bad matchup for Belial, but they don't like it. And that Pose is one of the better characters against Belial. But at the same time, Belial is a much stronger character than Gran, and I have. Oh my god, this conversion!
Look at that!
Ridiculous.
Off the M counter hit M boot near the corner, just getting all that damage.
Yeah, and we're still not seeing STridor go for DP at all. He's definitely afraid of using it, and I think that is, I don't know. Like at the same time, Sonic-chan is looking for it, not all the time, but some of the time. So I understand the reluctance, but I feel like you can't just seal yourself from using it because that gives your opponent too many opportunities. But yeah, what I was trying to get at earlier is I don't necessarily think that Gran is a better character than Belial is here, but he's definitely a character STridor would have less experience against simply because he doesn't show up as much anymore.
Yeah, honestly, in Europe, the only Gran at this level is Sonic San.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Oh, is he too far away? No.
Wow, he was in range.
He was in range, yeah. I thought he was too far away, too.
Yeah. Wow, 2H on the landing of the dive.
That was ridiculous. Okay, we're seeing the DP introduced now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Sonic San putting on some massive damage here and doesn't need to worry about the DP. It's on cooldown. Okay.
Good call out from STridor.
Yeah, STridor had to go for the first auto combo hit there to build gauge because he didn't have enough to do the SSVA yet. So he goes for the maximum amount of damage available to him in the situation. What's the Oki gonna be? Going in. Gets the throw. Gets Oki here. Okay.
Plus frames, yeah.
Oh. Oh, puts himself in the corner.
Oh, DP.
Yeah. Okay.
Looking dangerous for Sonic San. He's near chip point. He goes for the EXDP.
The awareness there from Sonic San, he was expecting that late tech and he was ready for it. I think he honestly input that before he even knew it was a late tech to run. And yeah, obviously the best possible decision to make there.
And I like the close light that he did beforehand, just to ensure that he could get a block string from the into the EXDP.
Yeah, that was amazing. Oh, nice roll. I didn't think he would get there in time. Oh, he just lets it rock! Okay, Titan's over it. Okay, nice. Yeah, I like STridor going for these DPs now. He needs to have that threat introduced, but oh my goodness.
Yeah, he's being... The DPs are definitely great callouts, but he's being a little bit too brave, a little bit too greedy with these fireballs while he's near the corner.
Yeah, you really need to adjust in the Gran matchup. You need to adjust your risk taking based on where you are on the screen, because if you're anywhere close to the wall like he is now, you need to be real damn careful.
Yes.
The best thing that can happen. Oh, that's a shame.
Unfortunate cross under.
The best thing that can happen to you against Gran is that he burns the EX boot and doesn't actually tag you with it. Because then you can start taking these risks again despite being close to the screen, close to the edge. Oh! This might...
Is that going to be enough to kill?
I think it might. Yeah, I think it kills.
Oh my god, he's dead!
I genuinely think this kills. Okay, he's alive.
The sliver!
Oh, Jesus. Okay, good DP.
Again with the DP.
And he reacted with the DP to that.
My goodness.
Okay, I'm gonna use my OS on that one. I play Matera, so if that was me, it would have killed, because I have this HP and
True. That killed certain characters in the game, just not this one.
It would have killed me.
I can't afford that OS, sadly. I don't play a low health character.
Unfortunate. Oh, and this time,
yes.
pulls him out on it. Goes in, okay. Yeah, he didn't have the boot, so he didn't have that much to work with, so the risk, I wouldn't say it was in STridor's favor, but it wasn't nearly as big as it usually would be. And this is a good situation, yes.
Nice.
Gets the 2H. Gonna get him all the way into the corner here. Goes, burns the bar. Doesn't even care. Oh, what?
Oh, missed the safe light. Unfortunate timing for STridor right there.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be mental damage. But we did see STridor actually get the 2H out there for a proper anti-air, so I'm hoping we'll see more of that. Sonic-san hasn't gone to the air as much anymore, but as long as he's shown that he's ready, that's a good sign. Oh, yeah, and that's exactly what we've been talking about. Yep.
Safe jump. Yeah.
And Sonic-san putting himself at a 5-0 against the very STridor who actually defeated Svampen last week. Oh, STridor. I think he's getting in his own head right now.
Yeah, I think he's a little bit too content to play this kind of mid-range zoning game, but he's doing it in situations where Gran can capitalize so much. If he gets caught like right there, he tried to go for an L Chaos Caliber or an L Fireball right there and lost 50% of his life. Yeah,
for sure. STridor not make, I don't know, you know, I don't want to be a critic, but he's clearly making the exact wrong decisions here against Sonic-san, both on offense and defense. Also, worth noting, Fitizen brought it up in chat. Bubs, often cited as top 3 character in the game across all regions. Sonic-san famously believes that Bubs is not that good. Like, not that he's a bad character, but he doesn't understand why anyone calls him top 3. He really doesn't consider him, like, at that level. And, I mean, who are we to argue when he's performing this well against him, you know?
Very true.
Okay,
dodge.
Oh, he's charged. Okay, straight into SPA. Oh, goes for the full charge! Oh! What would you do this, STridor? He's got the bazooka out! And you look out from cover? Oh my goodness.
That is the aspect of that charged 5U that people often forget, that it does actually gain invincibility when it's fully charged. That's what allows it to brute force through things alongside the hitbox and distance, and we're going to a character select screen.
Yeah, I think we'll see a Belial here, because STridor does play a decent amount of Belial as well. We haven't seen him bring him out in Clash, I don't think. He might have in one of the earlier sets, but yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
Because he, you know, he also played a bunch of Avatar Belial, but he really doesn't like. He doesn't think he's very good.
Yeah, and he has very little faith in that character.
Yeah, with STridor's playstyle, I understand why he feels that way. And that's not a dig at him. I just don't think that Avatar Belial fits how he likes to play. Oh, okay. Alright, well, good conversion right off the bat. Let's see if STridor can start making some moves here. Okay, a bit optimistic.
STridor is a big fan of that EX command grab after block strings, just because, you know, he thinks you're gonna keep holding block, but Sonic-san is a little bit more wary.
Yeah. Oh, he was looking for something. Okay. Oh, DP. Yeah, he's a bit more focused in his offense here, I would say. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, keeps swinging with the claw here. Oh no!
Oh, space to be plus there, I think.
I can't press after Gran EX boots because it's too scary. The spacing can screw you over so hard.
Yeah.
And I know, like, that's not a good thing, of course, because you kind of need to challenge after it, but ooh, it's too scary. Okay. Ah, a little bit too far.
Yep. Fortunately, the distance right there.
Okay. I don't think that's what he was looking for, but it worked out.
Yeah, if if that didn't work out, that was half his life gone. So
yeah,
very fortunate that it did.
Oh, DP, this is gonna hurt. Yeah, going straight into SPA. Into the corner.
One more hit will do it.
The throw. Oh, dodge.
It's the first time STridor's dodged in that situation. Normally he goes for the DP there. But, oh, drops the combo.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Oh, that's huge. That's a huge miss.
Yep, and he gets the kill here. Sonic-san was inches away from going 7-0, but STridor putting a stop to it here because of Sonic-san's ill-advised DP. Oh well, he put a stop to this round. He didn't necessarily put a stop to 7-0. That's still in play.
The 5H answering immediately versus that 214L.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's the thing you need to consider as well. Sonic-san plays a ton of Belial, at least as much as he plays Gran. So you can't do these cheeky things that rely on, you know, not labbing the character. Sonic-san definitely knows when he's allowed to DP.
He's also making really good use of the sweep. He's timing exactly when to use it on defense very, very well. Awards are being reaped right now. Double 2L into the SBA.
Yeah. Sonic-san starting the night off with a 7-0 against STridor, who was riding on a high from last week. Wow. Yeah, like I said when we started, like, I don't think that STridor had any chance of, like, winning the whole thing, but still, he was in a good spot, right? He had been doing really well, and he won against, you know, possibly the player that would have been hardest for him to beat. Like, it's Sonic-san, sorry, not Sonic-san, Svampen, Fitizen, and Dragoi going into this event were definitely the front runners that everyone was looking to beat, right?
Yes.
So managing to take a win there obviously boosted STridor's confidence really high, and then he has to face this devastating loss. It just goes to show that everyone in this Clash of Champions is a huge threat. You can't guarantee anything here.
Yeah, absolutely not. And that's always been the case for Clash of Champions. You know, we've seen it throughout all of this Clash of Champions. We saw it in the previous two. Just even the players that many would consider to be on the lower end, and when it comes to the final results, usually they are on the lower end of the standings. They're still more than capable of taking sets, even off the highest level players. I mean, the infamous example I always remember is, of course, Miri versus Fitizen in the previous Clash of Champions.
I'm sure Fitizen loves us bringing that up every time.
Right. As he's on the cab, ready to play against Arefu, who is also down, I believe, 0-2-0-3 right now?
0-3, I believe. And Arefu, by the way, this isn't calculated because he always has it, but I just want to highlight it. Arefu also has UL as his avatar. So, making it even more of a bit of a, you know, trigger factor for Fitizen, since it was UL that Miri was using when he stopped Fitizen from winning in Clash of Champions 2.
That said, though, of course, the character that Arefu will most definitely be using will be Djeeta, and I think Fitizen is much more comfortable versus Djeeta comparative to UL.
I would definitely agree. And last Clash of Champions, we did see Fitizen versus Navir, who was using Djeeta. And I don't know if Navir is in chat. Fitizen is in chat. I believe that was a 7-0 in Fitizen's favor. So someone could correct me on that if I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was a very dominant performance from Fitizen's side last time he played a long set against a Djeeta here. Of course, a different Djeeta player, but still. Fitizen is, by the way, in a position to potentially win. His score isn't, his points aren't that high, but he is in second at the moment. He has 3 wins and 1 loss. So he definitely wants to make this one count. All right, let's get into the introductions. その熱き魂とファインプレーでオンライン戦がオフライン戦のように見えるフレームテイ Fitizen. His burning spirit and fine play makes online matches look like offline matches. The Lord of Frames Fitizen. And on the other side, 動力と戦への順応性でこの舞台まで舞い上がったチャレンジャー幻の7th man, Arefu. With hard work and adaptability to the battlefield, this challenger has risen all the way to this stage. The Phantom 7th man, Arefu. And with that, Godflesh, play us in. So yeah, this will almost certainly be Percival versus Djeeta. Very unlikely to be anything else. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Arefu play a different character than Djeeta in this game. And Fitizen obviously uses 6, but only for 2 specific matchups.
Yeah, and he's, as we mentioned before, he's very confident and comfortable in terms of Percy versus the Shotos. The matchup, of course, has changed a little over the patches. You know, the character doesn't deal with Shoto fireballs nearly as well.
Yeah, of course. And obviously, Djeeta has gotten some stuff as well. For example, her mid-screen game is a lot better because of how much further she can be from the wall and still get a proper wall bounce with the EX Rekka. It's like, I think from here... Oh, okay. He didn't go for it. He didn't want it from a light starter.
Yeah. Wanted to reserve that.
Yeah. But I think like from round start, if you get a hit into the EX Rekka, it's just barely not close enough. But anywhere closer than that, then you will actually be able to get a full juggle with the wall bounce on the final Rekka hit. Oh, optimistic there to go for the final Rekka.
The TP to challenge the M Rekka right there.
And the command grab.
Yes, that of course is the range. That's very, very scary. Not going to get the kill just yet. There is a slightly more optimal version, but it's very tricky to do.
Oh, and he gambled on the DP. Not going to pay off. But I still like presenting that. He's not afraid. Fitty is going to remember that.
Yes. One of the hardest things when it comes to fighting against Fitizen is just his level of adaptability, his ability to just adapt throughout the long set, just understand your habits. Like if you're not able to get the early games, it can snowball out of your favor.
Oh, there's Pro. Yeah, cheeky jump you there. Fitizen taking the first game.
Yeah, we saw Arefu try to go for the fuzzy mash to beat out, to effectively defend against both the high and the low, but yeah, that is the Phantom third option.
Oh, gets the sweep. Oh, wait. We're seeing a lot of, like, not just missed meaties, but they're actually whipping completely.
Yes.
So nobody's pressing too early, everyone's pressing too late. No, wait, the other way around. They're pressing too early instead of too late, yeah.
Fireball classic.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, call up the M Rekka again.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Yeah, and that's
there you go.
Very tough situation to be in. Arefu, I think, needed to just immediately go for the SSBA to try to call that out, but
yeah,
if he went for an empty dash, the SSBA would have lost.
Man, you just can't test Fitizen's reactions. I was playing King Fighters 15 for the first time against him specifically today, and he is DPing short ups. You're not getting away with anything. Oh, here we go.
There we go. He got the safe meter timing, and that's right there. Too far to get the cutscene hit. This is a real tough position for Arefu right now. He is, I believe, at chip point. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
I am surprised Fitizen didn't actually DP that earlier jump in. It looked like he was kind of positioning himself to do so, but still gets the game in very comfortable fashion.
Yeah. Okay.
Lovely delay on the EX wrecker right there.
Yeah, good decision here from Arefu, and he gets the pressure. Okay, backing off a little bit. I don't really know why he was backing off. I get not pushing the offense, but he was actually giving up space, and I don't really know why he was doing that.
Maybe to try to create enough of a gap such that there's a whiff punish opportunity from the far H, but...
I guess. Yeah, that's probably the reason, right? But... Oh, nice. Good crush from there, yeah. I just don't think it's necessarily worth it, you know, if you have them in the corner. But I'm just sitting here talking. I'm not the one playing. So, you know. Still looking good here for Arefu. Yeah, and this time he doesn't go for like building space. He just stays at his comfortable range, 2M range. Very, very good range for Djeeta. Also, her, I believe her farm medium goes a little bit further.
Yes.
So both of those are really good check buttons.
Yeah, I was going to say that I think is what Arefu needs to be doing in order to apply that pressure in the corner. Just sit at that 2M range where Percy's buttons are a little bit too slow to effectively contest it.
Yeah.
And, you know, just buffer something behind it to get a big bump from there.
Called out the DP.
Yeah.
And gonna get the Oki here. Yeah, just gets him with overhead.
Battle 3, engage!
Ooh, nice. Keep pushing. Oh, gets tagged.
Arefu not going for the jump to try to get out of the corner. Wise in that situation so he doesn't get clipped by the follow-up after the spot dodge.
Oh,
that's
the
gonna sting.
conversion.
Unfortunately, Fitizen didn't have an extra stock to get the finisher into light SBA, but
Yeah.
Stagger's coming out from Arefu.
Oh!
The whiff punish reaction!
Yeah, that is the Fitizen classic. Just having the buffer ready on that far light. We saw that, I don't remember who it was, but it was one of the big Japanese players saw that on Twitter and was absolutely amazed.
Yeah, I think it was, I want to say it was rookies.
It might have been rookies, yeah.
Let's jump over the fireball.
And there we go. Yeah, just counter poking here. Fitty definitely knows his ranges in this matchup.
Nice EX racket to relieve the pressure, but yeah. I like the willingness from Fitizen right there. You know,
Yeah.
Arefu didn't have Vorpal Blade, he didn't have full meter, so
Yeah.
couldn't really threaten too much damage in that position.
And with that much of a light lead, you know, it's a calculated risk. Like, the risk is, of course, there to DP, but...
Yeah.
Okay. Gets the corner.
Sparks
the
in range
anti-air.
versus these two characters is just made so evidently clear. It feels Arefu is really struggling to find his footing in the mid-range. Fitizen's
Yeah.
is so dominant at that spacing.
Yeah, I mean, even since the start of the game, I remember right at the beginning of Season 1, a lot of people considered Percival to be bad. This obviously changed quite fast, but I'm talking like the first few weeks. A lot of people considered Percival to be bad. But even then, everyone was like, but these buttons are crazy, dude.
Yeah. Oh, nice shimmy, but no follow-up afterwards.
Oh, and here we go.
Or
Okay.
even the regular fireball.
Yeah, he even had the EX Rec and everything. I don't know why he didn't go for any type of EX there. Might have been a mistake.
Nice punish.
Beautiful, beautiful. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get him there.
something that I think Arefu could probably benefit from is honestly using his fireballs a little bit more. He wants to try to play this mid-range poking game, try to get into that range where he can threaten those normals from Percy, but Fitizen is making that far too hard for him.
Yeah, he wants these situations where he can get the really big reward. And we've seen that as well. You know, when he gets a light starter, he refuses to burn the Rekka and everything. And I understand that, but especially when it comes to the fireballs, for example, as you were saying, taking these small rewards bit by bit, I think is probably the way to go, because that makes the opponent more reluctant. And now we are seeing him, you know, even though he didn't get an optimal starter, he opted to go all the way into the combo, so I do like this adaptation. We got the corner. Yeah, this far medium is really scary. Oh, wasn't ready, but yeah, gets the corner.
Round.
And that's a direct result of this buff we were talking about earlier, because Djeeta, prior to the I believe it's the latest patch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Prior to this change, she would not have been able to kill there. She would have been a little bit too far away to get the 2H from the 4th Rekka, and you know the last Rekka wouldn't kill. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We saw that situation before. That's what Fitizen was looking for from the jump. EX dash into command grab.
Ooh. Okay.
Ox.
Yeah, free light confirmed into the FBA. What's next?
Safe meaty.
Okay. Yeah, very difficult spot now for Arefu. Blocking. Okay.
Gone.
Ah!
Oh, tried to punish with the MDP, but that is, of course, a little bit too slow.
I understand why he's reluctant to the fireballs as well, because Fitizen is just spot dodging them, but at that point you need to introduce other threats related to that, you know? I think, for example, one thing that Nivir uses really well, which we're not seeing Arefu do at all, is Djeeta's 5U. It's obviously not as devastating as Gran's is, but if you're at a far space anyway, you might as well charge it up, because it's not a bad option to have available.
Yep. And you can get some pretty high rewards, counter hit conversions, particularly when it has some charge. I think even without counter hit, you can get a lot.
Yeah, it got a lot better. It got a lot better. I don't think that was this patch. I think that was an earlier patch that they buffed that one. But yeah, they definitely gave it some oomph. Okay. Oh, okay. Not ready there. Arefu gets the corner. Nice. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yes.
Yeah, gets him low. Oh, nice. Reaches. Try to... Oh, such a delay on that DP.
Yep. That's all.
Oh, and he hasn't introduced the command grab in a long time, so Arefu was not looking for it at all.
Yeah, those mid-screen command grabs in particular, they're an option that you're seldom looking for against Percy, because the reward off of them isn't the highest.
Yeah.
But that's exactly when it becomes easy for him to land them.
Exactly, and that, like, any reward is still good reward in that sense, you know? So,
exactly.
Alright, so Fitizen at 6-0 against Arefu here. Are we gonna see 2 7-0s in a row?
Maybe.
We just might, if Arefu can't figure something out here. Oh, okay.
Big jump in. And it's crazy that he'd go for that kind of jump in, just because, as we mentioned before, Arefu's not really using his fireballs all too liberally, so...
Yeah. Oh, but too late.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Alright, gets tagged down on him anyway. Oh, and the DP. What's Arefu got here? Pushing. Oh,
Nice,
beautiful. Yeah, that was amazing. That goes for the old classic. Alright, the stagger pressure here. Okay.
Something that Arefu also hasn't been introducing much is throw in his offense. He's been going a lot for the pure light pressure, but hasn't been going for the throws afterwards. Gets to convert into SBA.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the most valuable parts of Djeeta's offense, is her extremely strong throw game, because she moves very fast. But I don't know, like maybe this is from previous matches with Fitty or something, where he just got called out for it and he's not wanting to do it anymore. Oh,
that's
beautiful out there. Yeah, Fitizen might just finish that off here. Oh, he
missed a 2. He missed a 2M or 2U right there.
Yeah, he didn't miss that a single time so far, but right now when he could have won it, he did. And he gets
a big overhead.
Is Arefu gonna find a way to turn this around now?
Jeez, he got 2 touched.
Yeah, the mental damage on Fitty is definitely hitting right now. So this round is gonna kind of show us, can he handle it or not, you know? So far it's looking pretty good. Okay. Counter poking here. Oh, and
nice
got him. Yeah. Okay, just DP instantly. And tags him with the far heavy. Okay, good awareness on the throw. Oh, a bit too close there. It's still looking pretty rough for Arefu right now.
Again, in this position, he doesn't have Fireball. Why not commit to trying to use the Fireball, condition some kind of approach from Fitizen rather than trying to play this mid-range?
Fitty was a little bit too late on that anti-air, which opens up an opportunity for Arefu potentially. But now he's stuck in the corner. Oh, he's been so good at blocking these last few rounds.
Oh, but there it is, the classic whiff punish far medium into the buffered SBA, and that's going to close the set. 7-0 for Fitizen.
Oh man, yeah. What can we even say? Arefu was making some very good adjustments there towards the end, but it took him too long to get there. That's the problem.
Yes.
And yeah, Fitizen taking full advantage of that, and yeah, beautiful stuff. Definitely good from both players, but you know, Fitizen really sending a message with that one. He has not given up on winning Clash of Champions 3. Not at all.
Absolutely not. Definitely still wants to fight for that first place.
Yeah, the main thing making it difficult for him to be able to overcome Pao in the end is his score. So a 7-0 is obviously, you know, the best way to counteract that.
He also does have to hope that Mr. Powell loses at least one set in his upcoming ones. Granted, as we mentioned before, Powell does have some of his hardest opponents coming up next, but...
In particular, Svampen, yeah. I believe Powell has STridor and Svampen left, and Beelzebub is a weird matchup for Metera, but not one that Powell has been overly worried about. But I wouldn't put it among his absolute best matchups either, you know? It's a bit... But obviously Svampen somehow learned the Metera matchup. Nobody knows how. He's just really good at it for some reason. Nobody knows.
I wonder where that experience could have come from. Some unknown Metera from across Europe.
Someone. And Pau recently had his, to my knowledge at least, first victory in an event over Svampen. It was at the Sapphire Dance, which I believe it was Sapphire Dance, which Ordanen wasn't holding. It was Afro, right? Who held it, I think.
Yeah, this week. This week on.
It was like last week, the week before last, I think. And in the grand finals, Svampen came from losers, and Pau beat him 3-2. And Svampen Pau might have sent him to losers too, did he? I don't remember. Anyway, normally Svampen has won over Pau and most Meteras, like it's not just Pau. But we've been seeing a little shift in that so far, but you know, it's going to be a first time, so we never know. But that's for later. That isn't relevant right now. Svampen is coming up to play right now, but he is going to be playing against Dragoi. And this is interesting because this is actually... it's like the time of reckoning, because Dragoi is the Clash of Champions 1 winner, and Svampen is the Clash of Champions 2 winner. And in the first Clash of Champions, Dragoi won the set against Svampen, and in the second Clash of Champions, Svampen won the set against Dragoi. So as far as first to sevens go, and as far as Clash of Champions go, they are currently 1-1.
Yes, and if there is a set to fully embody Clash of Champions, it is literally this set right here between the two champions. The literal Clash of Champions right here, right now.
Absolutely. And I'm not going to delay it anymore. We can hype them up while we're playing, but I'm just going to do the intros and then we'll get right into it. ヨーロッパ GBVS の輝いてる希望の星と前回の優勝者、スウェーデンの勇者、Svampen. The bright shining star of European GBVS and last competition's champion. The hero of Sweden, Svampen. And on the other side, 格闘ゲーム界の将来をその手に握る若き天才、第一チャンピオン、Dragoi. This young genius holds the future of the fighting game world in his hand. The #1 champion, Dragoi. And with that, Godflash, let them know, and we will get in to the final set of tonight. Whew. So obviously, you know, Svampen will be slightly demoralized after losing to STridor last week. That was the first loss for him in this Clash of Champions. While Dragoi, I don't know where his mental state is at right now because he is out of the running from getting first. He lost to Mr. Powell and he lost to Fitizen. But you know, offline tournaments are starting to come back, and Dragoi is a serious competitor. He's young, he wants to travel, he wants to get... I mean, he is good, he wants to get better, and he wants to show himself on the world stage, right? So obviously he's not just gonna... He's gonna have this as a training opportunity for him, right? Like, he's gonna go into it with 100% serious play, despite not really being able to get #1 anymore.
Yeah. And honestly, now that he's kind of in a position where he doesn't really have anything to lose, that is often where players become their scariest, when they have nothing on the line and they can just be unhinged in the way that they play, the way that they approach their opponents.
Yeah, definitely true. And I mean, what we've been seeing from Dragoi as well, and he's been talking about, is he used to play a ton of different characters, but now that now that more serious events are coming around, there's going to be more stuff, there's going to be offline and everything. He wants to focus on Belial, because he does believe that Belial can fight anyone in the cast, and he felt like he was being held back by playing multiple characters. He felt like that was actually affecting him and making his Belial worse. So, you know, when he decided, like, oh, I want to go serious and stuff, he felt like, I'm not at my max right now. And that was because he played a bunch of other characters. Or he believed so.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Willingness to press the light right there.
Yeah.
Great awareness from Dragoi.
That was actually requiring a huge deal of courage. Oh, okay. Countering. Oh, the DP. What's happening out here?
Now,
Yeah,
normally, Zeta is a character that does quite well against quite a lot of fireballs. Obviously, she has Spear of Arvis in the air, which allows her to kind of change her trajectory. Works very well as an air stall to get past fireballs. Belial, obviously, though, has a fireball that he can adjust the trajectory of to kind of catch those attempts to air stall.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Getting the corner here. Oh, alright. Okay. Not as scary as it was against STridor, because we saw Svampen get tagged a lot against STridor for that. But Belial can punish it as scarily.
And these two just aggressively fighting back and forth.
And that whiffed grab might cost him a lot. Latex, okay.
Throws and a great DP as well.
Just waiting him out. Oh, clash. Oh, Dragoi made the wrong decision there, because Belial is a character who wins clashes.
Yeah.
He chose to go for 2M there because he wasn't ready for the clash. He was autopiloting into 2M, and Svampen took a gamble, and it paid off. Svampen taking the first game, and delivering hair down Zeta to the viewers and the very first match.
Surely this is a good omen for things to come for Svampen.
Yeah, especially because Svampen going for the SSBA there. When I've been playing with him recently, he has had a lot of situations where he goes for SSBA where it doesn't actually reach, and it's just completely whiffed. And seeing him do it here without being afraid, you know, that hasn't affected him, I think is very good sign.
Very much indeed. Dragoi so far doing a really good job blocking the pogo mix as well in the corner. His defense has been very, very good. He knows when to call for the DP, but Svampen as well, just the aggressive decision making on defense from both of these two has worked out very well for both of them. And
yeah,
honestly, it's because of that where it's difficult to tell who is gonna potentially come out on top overall.
Definitely. But yeah, I think Dragoi is 100% hit rate on his DP so far. I don't think a single one has been blocked, which shows that Svampen is going very offensively on Dragoi's defense. But again, like, it's paying off for him too. The times he isn't doing DP, it's giving him good rewards. So, oh, good call there on the pro. Oh yeah, great decision there for Svampen. He was ready for it. And the pogo. And okay. Going for the shimmy.
Dragoi not biting.
Ooh.
Lovely whiff punish with the fire H.
I'm shocked that 2M didn't reach. Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna sting.
That's gonna hurt a lot.
Yeah. Counter on the Rhapsody, gets that launcher combo.
Ooh, late tech. I don't think Svampen did anything. Nope. Beautiful.
One round apiece once again.
Okay. Still got the punish. Nice. Oh, and
there's a block. And the big toe's heavy as well.
Ooh, fancy stuff.
Back on the throw.
Okay.
Lovely 2H. That's going to be a lot of damage into the SSBA. Oh, it missed!
That's unfortunate. Okay. Ooh.
Big jump over.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the meter. And this is from the intro video. No, but he's not. Oh, he needs to do one more thing in between. Oh no. What a shame.
Yeah, unfortunate ending for that round for Svampen right there, but we've now guaranteed that this will not be a 7-0 in either player's favor. 1-1 within our first couple of games.
Yeah. Yeah, like Miri said in chat, Miri, a former Zeta main, he needed to jump medium there. I believe after the first pogo, I think it is. But yeah, he missed the timing, and that's why it didn't work. Very unfortunate, but hopefully Svampen can just shake that off. Same for Dragoi on whipping that SSBA. I'm actually pretty sure, I might be remembering this wrong, but I think last time Sonic-san played against Svampen, which I believe was in the HAB tournament, the exact same thing happened, because Sonic-san was playing Belial. Or I have deja vu. It's one of those two.
Just the JL this time. I anticipated an air stall from Svampen right there, so chose to interrupt.
Ooh. Gets the Abare out, but very low HP here from Svampen, and now he's in chip range, I think, or very close to it. Oh, and he called him out! Right. Sheesh! I think that kills, doesn't it?
Oh, with the way that... No, it's liver. Yes.
Okay, yeah. But he is in chip range. This is... Oh! Oh!
Amazing decision!
I'm sorry, chat, but oh my god, I could not contain that. Holy crap! Oh!
Those are the kinds of decisions that Svampen is known for. Those
Yeah.
last hit situations, he always makes them so exciting.
Yeah, for sure. That was absolutely ridiculous. Okay, guess DP. Dragoi, going in fierce here.
Yeah, Dragoi's option selections after, or his option choices after the blocked far heavies have been very, very good. You know, he's known when to press the 2L to stuff the run-in. He knows when to DP to just win those RPSs.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, something going in here. Oh, and should we kill here?
Surprising, actually, because I believe in that situation, Belial is plus, so I'm not sure what Dragoi pressed there to try to maintain his pressure after the fireball, but clearly it was not the correct option, and Svampen now taking the lead 2-1.
Yeah, that, oh my god, that's amazing. And one thing I do want to highlight, by the way, I think most people here in chat, as well as you and of course myself, we played against Svampen.
Yes.
And one thing that Svampen really likes to do, but it hasn't done even once against Dragoi, and he isn't going to do it either, is when he has you in the corner, he will do a sequence into the EX fireball, and then the mix-up after that is he gonna armor or not, right?
Yeah.
He will not do this against Dragoi, because Belial is the only character in the game who punishes that. Because it's -5, and his 2L is 5 frames. Early on, he would do this against Belial players, because a lot of them didn't know, so he was always testing them. But Dragoi knew. So he never did it against him again, and he's not gonna do it against him either.
Yep.
Battle 2, engage.
Okay. A little bit too far away for the pogo. Take some distance. Okay. Ends up in the corner himself. That's what you were talking about earlier.
Yep.
Like, that projectile can definitely mess up with the anti-air situation.
I love the recognition from Dragoi, knowing how to optimize his combos, making use of the 2H rather than the first hit of 5H, just to get that little bit of extra damage.
Yes, definitely. Oh!
Big fire heavy, that should
Yes.
be the game, actually.
Yeah, so it's gonna be 2-2 right now.
Now, personally, after those two swift 7-0s at the start, I would love for this to go to a game 13. I think these two players are of that caliber where they could easily exchange games back and forth, I think.
Yes. The two sets so far in this Clash of Champions that have gone that far are the now legendary Fitizen versus Mr. Pow. And of course last week's STridor versus Svampen. So Svampen's already been in one of those. Let's see if he can get another one going. Okay. Ooh, yeah, the range on that sweep is pretty crazy. Yeah.
Even on the non-counter, able to use the M as Modius.
Oh,
that's
God.
happening, but
He's
yeah.
doing so many things here. Svampen needs to chill out a bit. I don't know what he was going for here, but they were the wrong decisions, clearly. He got tagged several times in a row there. Oh, nice. Yeah, and that gives so much corner carry because he's essentially flying so far. But beautiful conversion here from Dragoi, and gets himself out of the corner with it. Oh, good dodge. Okay, leaving. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. Oh, and so ready for it. This is the thing. Zeta's laser is very difficult to use in this matchup, specifically because of 5U. And Svampen hadn't been using it at all. And all of a sudden, he does it in that situation, and Dragoi is completely ready. Yeah, and that is what Dragoi needs to have from classes. Either, you know, 2L, for example, which he's been using before, which is like the go-to, or just be ready to throw out the super, because Svampen has not presented spot dodge as a option he's going for in the clashes. So Dragoi taking the lead here.
Very dominant round from Dragoi.
Yeah, but the game before that was quite dominant in Svampen's favor as well. After that crazy round. Yeah, he's trying to anti-air him here, but Dragoi, of course, seeing that and deciding to go for the quote-unquote useless JU now.
The J useless.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, Svampen just chilling. Yeah, I think that is something he needs to do a little bit more of, because at the angle that Dragoi is doing it, he will actually land in front of him and be perfectly punishable.
Wasn't ready for the drop of the fireball.
Yeah.
Solid mid-screen
Oh, a
conversion.
lot of damage coming out here from Dragoi. Oh, Svampen. Yeah.
Crucial jump.
Yeah, he reacted right at the end there, but not ready to punish. Oh, and got him with the EX Spear. This is bad for Dragoi. Oh!
Gets the 2U into the SSBA. That is going to be the round for Svampen. A great comeback. He needed that. He needed that round on the board to get some momentum.
For sure. Woo. Okay. Yeah, neither player was really ready for what was gonna happen in that situation, I think. They're just trying to counter poke here. Oh, armoring through it, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I think that was from the side switch. He was trying to spear, probably. No, wait, he was trying to arm.
So the strange thing... Yeah, he was probably trying to armor.
Yeah. Yeah, I just remembered her inputs. So yeah, it was definitely armor. Oh, and there, gets out. Okay. Yeah, really good usage of the fireballs here now from Dragoi. They're causing a lot of grief for Svampen. And now Svampen responding with the laser, but he needs to be careful. The 5U is always a risk. Oh, and Dragoi catches him.
And I'm honestly surprised that he went for the call out for the immediate non-stalled jump right there, because obviously Svampen introduces that option a lot in his offense. Just the delayed jumps with the Spear of Harvest. Tries anti-air with the Rhapsody right there.
Yeah, it was way too early, but here we go. Okay, good tech. But it was a preemptive tech. We might see that come into play later.
Oh, big anti-air, but doesn't get the follow-up afterwards,
Ah,
and misses the meaty as well.
Yeah, but still has a life lead here. Oh, okay. Oh, messed himself up there. He didn't believe that was actually gonna hit. Plus frames. Okay, Dragoi pushing here. Svampen fishing. Oh, and Dragoi fishing right back. Oh, and he gets an opening. EX knockdown. Late tech. Oh, and that's gonna be it! Svampen, evening it up at 3-3.
Clean pressure from the lights right there.
Yeah.
Dragoi's defense against a lot of the corner Oki from Svampen has been really, really solid. He's been tackling the throws very well. He's not been caught by a lot of the high-low mix-ups. It really comes down to the staggers after, as well as the straight hits in neutral that are catching him off guard.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay, this is gonna be pretty big here for Dragoi. Gonna get the corner from it. Oh, gets out. Oh, that's not what he wanted. Okay.
Just a block.
Yeah. Oh, and gets it. Yeah. What's Svampen's decision here? Jumps out. Oh, but he tags in! Very
JM not quite catching, and as a result gets anti-aired.
Very reminiscent of what we saw Dragoi do in the intro video against Djeeta. Yeah, he is like doing the motion a bit too early or something there. I'm not quite sure what's happening, but something's going very wrong for Dragoi trying to punish that right now. Okay. Oh, good throw. And no armor available for Svampen now. Oh, this is gonna be big.
Yeah, he's challenging or not respecting those EX fireballs enough in the corner.
Dragoi putting himself at
dominant
4-3.
game.
Yeah.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Throws out the Spear of Harvest.
Taking a little bit of time to compose himself.
Yeah. Dodge. Okay. Gets the anti-air. Oh, and big conversion here all the way to the corner.
I really like the decision to make use of Rhapsody as an anti-air in that situation rather than just a 2H.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we will probably see more of that, and Dragoi obviously needs to be ready for that as well. But there is the Wake Up Rhapsody gets thrown. Yeah, big pressure here, and another throw. Oh, and that's gonna hurt a lot.
Yes, this is gonna really sting. And I love what Dragoi did there with the fireball. He chose not to use the pinwheel because he conditioned Svampen to respect the pinwheel at that point and then respect the plus frames from that. But even the regular EX fireball has its share of plus frames.
Yeah.
EX command grab, the layer 1, when you're not ready for it, it is still devastating.
Svampen, okay, keeps the Rhapsody up. Yeah, gets in. Okay, good up area there from Dragoi. Pushing. Oh, through too early. But Svampen pressed the button that was a bit too slow. Okay.
Lovely use of the EXDP just to cover the air stall as well as the regular jump arc.
Ah, there we go. Yeah, it's getting harder and harder for Dragoi to keep up with Svampen's air options here, but it doesn't even matter. Dragoi keeps getting these big hits here. And now he's already put himself at 5-3. Dragoi's wins are going very fast. Like when Svampen wins, most of them are pretty slow victories, but when Dragoi wins, he's just running train.
Yeah, it's definitely beginning to snowball a lot in Dragoi's favor. It's real tough. It seems like just a lot of the options that Svampen wants to go for at various ranges are being effectively called out. I mean, he's used laser a grand total of like twice at that long range, and it's been called out both times. Lovely use of the 2-2M right there to go straight down.
And I love seeing the sweep here from Svampen. He's been reluctant to use it, presumably because he's afraid of, you know, things like the far heavy and such. But yeah, definitely worked out well there, and now we're seeing a traditional Zeta round here. Oh, gets him with the end of that. Oh, and the trade. Interesting. Okay, yeah, just nope out.
Again, third time is the charm.
Yeah. Oh, and this
there we go, the pull out on the 2H.
Yeah. But yeah, Svampen needs to really just calm down with those lasers because he knows. I mean, it's not something he should never do, but he's using it more and more, and it's not working at all. Like,
yeah.
But I get why. He wants to counteract the fireball pressure from Dragoi, but Dragoi has calmed down on that a little bit. Oh, and the Melody!
We haven't seen too many of those today.
No.
The one, of course, between Fitizen and Arefu. Lovely air throw.
Yeah. You can tell Dragoi is very ready here. And the command grab. Svampen so close to death right now. And chip range. Yeah, gets the throw.
Dragoi could have killed off of that command grab. He went for easy input. So he lost out on some damage, but still managing to take the round nonetheless.
Yeah, good poking here from Svampen. Gonna get the corner right away. Oh, and this is gonna be big.
I appreciate him not going for the count hit between the hits, just going for the safe option with the punish.
And the fucking shake. Oh, defensive Melody. Okay. The even rare one, and that's gonna be it. Svampen getting his 4th win here. Dragoi still in the lead, of course, sitting at a 5-4.
Very important game for Svampen to get on the boards.
Yeah, absolutely.
Battle 1, engage.
Yeah, and gets him. Oh, perfect dodge.
Yeah, that's very, very important to implement versus Belial. You know, using that spot dodge gets around the far heavy very, very well. Oh, the shimmy around the throw.
The shimmy. I taught him that. I taught him that. He wanted to play Street Fighter V, and I taught him the shimmy. Trust. I won't hear anything to the contrary. And the 3 light confirms. Svampen getting the round.
Very, very clean round from Svampen. One of the first fast rounds that we've seen so far in the set coming out from Svampen instead.
Oh, an air throw? Interesting. Okay, and another throw. Dragoi been doing quite well with the throws here. Okay. Oh, wow. Still gets an anti-air after that. Holy. Okay. No, poking.
Wow, the double 2M.
Yep. That was interesting. I wonder what Dragoi was trying to do there. Oh, okay. Abare getting out. Gonna push. And the DP, yeah.
That was medium Asmodeus. That is not going to get punished.
Called him out. Oh,
too early on the meaty.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, just shake it off.
Battle 3, engage.
Okay. Alright. Good timing there.
That
Okay,
L rapidly does not protect you from lows.
Yeah. Oh, the tension. Okay. Good decision there to go for the DP. Oh, and the proper punish on this. Svampen opting to go for a different follow-up, and Dragoi completely ready for it. Gets out.
Won't jump out the corner.
So scared of pressing a button here. Okay. Oh, and he was looking for the far heavy, but Dragoi accurately reading that and goes into 6-4.
Yeah, it's in those end situations where Dragoi well, honestly, this has been the case for pretty much all of our players at this level. When they're in those last hit situations, they remain very, very composed in terms of the options that they like to go for to apply their offense. You know, they'll go for the lower commitment options, knowing the caliber of player that they're fighting against, and as a result, it's been working out in their favor pretty much every time.
Yeah. Svampen needs to take 3 wins in a row here if he wants to win the set. Oh wow, yeah, unfortunate trade there for Svampen. Oh, okay.
By the frame trap.
Full conversion here. This goes all the way. Okay. Good cross confirm. Big close heavy there. He was fishing. Put some EX spear here. Dragoi a little bit less scared now that Svampen can't go into the EX spear. But it's gonna be back. Ah, there we go.
Oh, yep. Punish on the L Asmodeus.
Yep. Okay, putting on the pressure. Running up. Oh!
Sweep into SFBA.
But it misses! I guess it was too far.
Yeah, max range on that. I think he needed to go into regular SBA. This is a great position for Svampen. Again, as we mentioned before, the low commitment option to fight in that last hit scenario.
And Svampen, very much aware there of the scramble and that the DP was going to come out. In the chat, people are saying it was actually a late one, not the range, and that's why it whiffed. And apparently Dragoi has been saying that he doesn't confirm, so he's now getting hit with Fitizen.
What an anti-air with the 2-2L!
Beautiful. Okay.
Or 2-2M even.
Oh, okay, DDP. But Svampen's still in a good position here. Gets thrown.
Oh, big throw
Corner.
from Dragoi.
Good block. -5. Oh, didn't get the punish. Oh,
just a little bit too early on the spot dodge.
Jumping out. Oh, but is this gonna reach? Yes!
What a confirm off the anti-air. Beautiful stuff from Dragoi. Now on set point.
Oh my goodness.
Battle 3, engage.
Okay. Oh, and gonna go all the way to the corner.
That 2M is the start.
Oh, yeah.
Lovely
there.
on back with the 2L.
Getting the lights out. And there's another throw. Gets him with the Rhapsody, and the DP is blocked.
That was so good. Both these players were just answering so aggressively on defense right there.
Yes.
Svampen immediately putting a stop to it. Ooh.
Interesting hit there.
Yeah.
What's next? Okay.
There it is. Again, the 2-2M in the air.
Okay, the EX Spear efficiently escaped. either player can get a big hit into the... this is gonna be it. It's that. Dragoi winning 7-4 here over Svampen.
What a great pull out right at the end.
Yeah.
EX Asmodeus right into the SSBA confirmed. That is going to be it.
Yes. Yeah, I was gonna say right there, both players with full gauge, you know, any little hit here can be all it takes. And yeah, Dragoi got it. Wow. Oh, my goodness. I can't handle sets like this.
They are not good for the heart, that's for certain.
Oh my goodness. All right, so yeah, Dragoi putting himself in a good position off of that. I believe it doesn't.
They're both on 2 losses now, both
Yeah.
Dragoi and
So
Svampen.
actually, okay, Svampen isn't actually completely out of winning, but the route there is very, very difficult.
Yes.
And on top of it all, it's not just up to Svampen anymore because Mr. Pow would have to lose to STridor.
Yes.
If Mr. Pow wins against STridor, then the only person who could possibly win outside of Pow is Fitizen, because he's only at 1 loss at the moment.
This, of course, is all assuming that, you know, Mr. Pow potentially drops a set. He might not even. There's still the potential.
Yeah, of course.
With both how this has been going for Mr. Pow and how this has been going
absolutely.
for Svampen, that he clean sweeps the entire event.
Yeah, that's entirely possible. Absolutely. The matches Mr. Pow has left are STridor and Svampen.
Yeah.
Yeah. So man, I don't know. Okay, let's be perfectly honest here. All right. We all love Mr. Pow.
Yes.
And everyone knows that he's a very, very good player. But I don't think a lot of people would have pegged him as the front runner after week 5 in this competition.
Particularly with how the previous 2 Clash of Champions went, where he was very much in the middle of the standings for pretty much the entirety of the Clash of Champions events for both 1 and 2. So yeah, him being the front runner here is definitely a big deal for him.
Absolutely, and it just goes to show, because all these players have been developing, getting better, right? And it just goes to show that all the work that he's put in has very much paid off. And we're seeing all of the top players in EU go higher and higher right now, which is wonderful to see. Exemplified also in, as we mentioned before, the STridor versus Svampen set last week, where STridor pulled out all the stops and he played out of his mind. And we're seeing a lot of stuff like that because even though we've had Svampen Dragoi sets in the past, this one felt the highest level.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, man. Yeah, that was so good. Yeah, I guess that's going to be it for us today. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. Thanks to the players, of course, for always delivering amazing matches. And thank you, Virum, for joining me once more.
It's been a pleasure, of course. Thank you to everybody who has been watching today. I know, of course, we had some North American guests come through in the chat as well. And, of course, big thanks to Godflash for hosting the stream as per always. Make sure to follow him if you haven't already. I don't know why you wouldn't have followed him already. Godflash is a real pillar in the scene. And of course, big thanks to you, Mr. Marjin Chenshinhan, for continuing to put together this wonderful event week per week.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure. I really love having this event, and you know, it's always nice to see more people pop in. I'm very glad to see the NA guys come around. It's been great having them in chat and everything as well. So shout outs to them for sure. Make sure to follow Godflash Thunder and myself on Twitter. We will be tweeting out for the next week's matches. If nothing goes wrong, it will be next Thursday, same time, same place. But stay followed to us on Twitter. We'll keep you updated because sometimes we have to delay stuff. You know, it's inevitable. But hopefully it'll be back again at 8:30 p.m. CEST on next Thursday. I don't know the date of next Thursday, like the 7th? Yeah, the 7th. Right, thank you. And with that, Godflash, you can send us to someone. Wait. How? Is he streaming? Oh shit. Okay.